special guest, Toby. How
What's
you
good,
doing,
y'all?
bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm glad to be here. I've been talking about trying to chop it up with y'all boys for a while, but
Wop.
with,
Yeah.
with the whole thing of me being in Maryland and y'all being in Texas, it's a little hard to try to get in the pod in person. But when y'all was like y'all doing it on Zoom, I was like, I definitely got to tap in with this one.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Glad to have you
So
here.
I just appreciate y'all for thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
for
So
sure. You know that.
we obviously got the usual. We got Vic and we got Jeff. Mark's still MIA at this moment, but he will
Free
be
Mark,
back.
man. Free Mark, man. Free Mark.
Free Mark.
Yeah, free
Free
Mark.
Mark, free Mark, free
Till it's
Mark.
backwards, man. Till it's backwards.
All right, let's get right into it. So, football season ended a few weeks ago, and the Super Bowl was a little bit anticlimactic. Do you guys have any thoughts on how
Yeah.
the game went or the expectations you had, whether they were fulfilled or were they disappointed? Let
I'm
me know.
not gonna. Oh my bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off like that. But I ain't gonna lie. My expectations were not met. I'm kind of shocked, bro. Because if you remember the last episode, I was like, I want Philly to win, but it just looks improbable. Like it really don't look like they stand a chance. And then Philly comes in that night and punches them boys in the face all 4 quarters, like nonstop. Pat, I don't even know what's going on with that offensive line. They look sweet all year. There was a little bit of a concern, but nothing that was OC. That Eagles front seven is ridiculous. Braun, all of them boys, they all get busy. Every single one of them boys in that front seven get busy. And it was a long day. I didn't expect the Chiefs to kind of get manhandled like that. But that was showing that the Chiefs are beatable, and the way to beat Pat Mahomes is vicious pressure. And I'm not gonna hold you. Most teams can't rush four guys and get pressure. Like what the Eagles was doing, they weren't blitzing. They was rushing four, and they just wanted it more. And I think what this may mean for the future of the NFL is that Pat is on his revenge tour. I can see it. I'm not gonna lie. He's on that revenge tip because I just can't see the Eagles stopping a team of the Chiefs caliber where they're most likely going to bring Trav back. I don't think he's going to retire. They're going to retool that offensive line. They're going to retool that defensive line. I know Pat is kind of got their money tight, but they can still find ways to get vet players or get guys that can fit that scheme and get them back to a Super Bowl. We just saw them run the table in the regular season, so we know this team is good enough to get back with just the main core guys, which is Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, and Pat Mahomes. We know they can get to a Super Bowl with those three guys. So it's just a matter of can they get the right supporting cast around the boys and McDuffie. But can they get the right supporting cast around them boys to get them where they need to be, essentially, which is beating the Eagles.
Well,
Just to piggyback off that too, it's free agency is gonna come right around the corner, and everybody want to play for the Chiefs. I think they're gonna have no issues with getting supporting cast if they can get the money situation together. Honestly, this is not it's not over for Pat Mahomes. It's not even close. But it was real surprising to see them get smacked like that. It was almost
Mm-hmm.
refreshing for some fans, but it was actually weird. It was almost I didn't see them getting to be the point where, they're putting the backups in at the end of the quarter.
Correct.
That was very, very shocking to see in a Super Bowl, especially for the Chiefs to be doing, well, for the Eagles to be doing that to the Chiefs.
yeah. Well, to push back onto what you said, Vic, I wasn't like because like anybody who really like knows football or just knows like when it comes to matchups, the Eagles had I would say them and Denver had the two best defenses this year. And you
Mm.
could throw some other teams in there like the Ravens, some other.
No,
Well, the
don't throw
Ravens,
us
the
in there.
Ravens, the Ravens on
They
the
don't
second
that
half.
garbage defense. Don't do that, bro.
No, the second half of the season, the Ravens turned it up.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
like like when it comes to matchups, the Chiefs didn't really have no real wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? D
Mm-hmm.
Hop old, Travis Kelce old. Both of them niggas is washed, if you ask me. And like we saw it, like the whole play, not even the whole playoff, the whole year. Travis really was not doing shit. Like I don't even think he had 800 yards this season, and I don't even
Mm.
think he had double-digit touchdowns. Like it's easy to tell with certain players once that decline is there, and I think Travis is low key been at that decline for the last 2 seasons. It's just that he's Trav, so they're letting him, stick around.
Mm.
Pat is still Pat, and this was the first year where I wanted to bet with the Chiefs because I usually bet against them. But I remember you even saying last year like Pat is Pat, like you really can't go against the nigga. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what, fuck it. Even though my mind told me, yo, that Eagles D line And the funniest part about that Chiefs O-line, they had 3
all
Pro
pro.
Bowlers.
Yeah, all Pro Bowlers.
But you couldn't fucking tell during that game. You know what I'm saying? And they did a good job of containing Saquon in the Super Bowl. So everybody, the game plan was the same game plan they like to use for Lamar or anybody else, where if we could stop the running game and make the quarterback beat us with his arm, we should win this game. Well, Jalen, he took that challenge. Devontae had a good game. AJ had a good game. Jalen also converted a lot of big plays with his legs.
Facts.
So like this Super Bowl kind of reminded me of like when they played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the same situation. It's almost worse.
Yeah, and that
they got a
Tampa Bay front
D-line.
7 got after it. Yeah,
They got
Facts.
a D-line that can get to Pat pretty easily, and they did it even worse than Tampa Bay did it. It kind of also reminds me of when the Seahawks played the Broncos all those years ago, where a better defense went against the offense, and like even with the Chiefs. This like all those one possession games finally caught up to them.
Facts though, and we knew it was gonna happen, but we just didn't expect it to happen in the Super Bowl. I was expecting it to happen next year. I was not expecting it to happen in the Super Bowl.
And you would, and that goes to show though, like even though like they only lost 2 games, they should have lost a lot of other games. Like sometimes it was just luck in their favor, or like the other teams got unlucky. But you can only get lucky for so long in sports. You know what I'm saying? That shit has to run out eventually, and it ran out at the worst opportune time for them too. And this also proves a lot of people's point with the whole ref thing, where you saw how like the Chiefs weren't getting a lot of calls to back them out this game, so they got their ass whooped. Because it's like if a team is beating you so bad to the point where we can't even call nothing because it wouldn't even change the game, then that just shows that you really weren't as good as you thought you were.
Already. I got a question for you though. So you mentioned how Trav has been taking like a step back. Do you think the Chiefs should move on from him?
You don't got to move on from him, but you definitely got to draft his replacement, if that makes sense. Like he still has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and he knows the system. So once you bring in a new guy, or if you want to use Noah Gray or whoever else they have to be like the new starting tight end 1, then I feel like they should go in that direction. But Trav's time is definitely it's numbered. He probably has a year left, if anything. Me personally speaking, that's what I think. But yeah, you don't just drop a guy like Travis Kelce.
That's a Hall of Famer. That's future. That's future Hall of Famer. You gotta let him leave on his own terms. Facts.
Exactly.
I guess when I meant like move on from him, I think like the way you put it was the right way. Like as in like draft a next tight end.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I actually don't
slowly phasing him out the system.
Yeah.
I don't actually
like
know. I actually don't. I actually disagree.
Yes.
I actually would disagree. I don't think you should phase out a guy like Trav. I think actually more than anything with Trav, I think his role has to become a little bit less of like his targets needs to go down 100%, bro. That's just what I think. That's what it is.
He can't be that guy no more.
Yeah, I don't think you need to get ready to replace him. I think you need to start figuring out how to utilize him at this stage in his career. Because I think he can still ball. I think he can still ball for 2 more years, actually.
I don't know, man.
I think he can still ball for 2 more years.
He's what, 34?
Yeah, he's 34. I think
he's lucky to playing at this age right now.
2 years might be a stretch.
What does he have to prove though? That's what they boy like. What does Trav have to prove? Like,
absolutely,
it's
nothing.
pretty much Gronk in him. Like it's nobody else. It's literally Gronk in him.
I mean, that could be argued. I mean, that's a whole nother topic. Because I think Gronk is the greatest. But you see, also Tony Gonzalez, Tony G is out there.
Tony G is not better than Trav in 2025. Antonio Gates barely is getting by Travis Kelce. This is with no rings. Both of them boys too.
It's debatable.
0,
bro.
No rings.
There
have been some good tight ends, but I agree.
The problem when the greats leave, you forget how nice them niggas was. If you go actually look at Tony,
I know about AG. Antonio Gates one of the truth. Tony G never moved me, but he cold.
So, one thing I'll say about Travis Kelce, what gives him so much of a boost compared to the other tight ends is his playoff success. If he had his regular season stats, but the Chiefs didn't go to all those playoffs, I feel like we look at Travis a little bit different. I think that's why he gets all that love that he gets. Because I mean, you're supposed to perform in the playoffs, but I don't know, man. I take Tony G over him personally, but Gronk to me, though,
I take Jason Witten over Tony G. Get the hell out of here. And Tony G, bro. And Tony G, I'm trolling. No, actually, no. Coach wise, I actually would take. If I'm talking about
blanket wise, maybe
the guy I would prefer in my scheme. I think the guy that fits because. I see Tony G in that Kyle Pitts kind of like mold. And you see how it hasn't benefited Kyle Pitts at all.
But I think that's more so on Kyle Pitts, though. I
Yeah,
just don't
but
think he wants. I don't think he wants it, bro. He shows that he doesn't want it. He's lazy.
I think more or less I think he just doesn't want to be in Atlanta. I actually think I think it's Atlanta. I think it's just the Falcons. I actually don't think it's his because I've seen him ball. He can play. No, I think it's the Falcons. He just don't
that
like
don't
Atlanta.
make no sense though. Like that like off like if you go from like what they have on that offense, you have an elite running back, you have two really good wide receivers. Like you should be eating in the system like that, but he just doesn't care. No, bro, I promise you put anybody else in Kyle Pitts' shoes right now, they produce in that system. I don't think he gives a fuck.
I don't know.
Can
you name a tight end before Kyle Pitts
if you take Isaiah Likely right now and put him in whatchamacallit, he cooks. Put Isaiah Likely on that Falcons team right now. 1,000-yard tight end easily.
That's a bold take, boy. A bold take. That's a bold take. But yeah, me personally, I wouldn't get rid of Trav. I think he still has at least 2 years left. I would kind of prefer what you said. I would probably more or less develop the guys on roster.
Yeah, 100%.
Instead of trying to just go ahead and replace him or release him. I think changing the way we use him is, I think, more important. I think running more, if we're going to do any tight end work, we got to go 2 tight end or we got to go 12 personnel, honestly. Like, I can't see him going to flex
more. Utilizing more in the red zone or in like third and short.
Correct. I can't see them flexing him out as like the X, Y, or Z anymore. I don't think he's going to be doing. I don't think he's going to be. I think that's dead.
He don't got the speed no more. He don't got the wiggle or the separation.
Facts. I think that's obvious. So I think now you want to start kind of condensing how you play him, run him in a lot more bunch. You know what I'm saying? I actually love how the Chiefs used to use him when they would have him line up in the backfield to go throw option passes. You know what I'm saying? Find different ways to use Trav because he's a gamer. He's a baller. I wouldn't get rid of him though. But I do see like almost like the crux of everybody like saying he's washed. I can see it. But like to say he's washed, I think that's a stretch. I think he's still definitely the best tight end in the league. Like outside of who?
Hey, right now,
you're gonna say Brock. If you're gonna say the rookie,
100%, nigga.
If you're gonna say the rookie, fair. If you're gonna say the rookie, fair. But does he move the needle like Trav? I don't know.
Better than him. Laporta's better
Michael
than him
Bowers?
Right now, too.
Laporta, that's crazy work. I'm not going to
No, right.
That's crazy work. Right now.
Like right now, Hawkinson.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Right now, that's crazy work. Trav still got it. I think y'all sleeping on Trav.
Likely is better than Trav right now.
Likely
is also better than Trav right now.
Trav has been terrible this year. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a different year
for him. Last year too, bro. Like even last year, it's just at least last year. Last year, he had kind of showed up in the playoffs, so niggas kind of forgot that he was washed.
Kind of showed up. I'm pretty sure he scored a bunch of touchdowns.
Since Taylor Swift got into his life, he's been washed, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro.
But I agree. I literally agree. He has not been the same tight end at all. I don't
100%.
Bro, I mean that bro, he's decorated. Bro, this is what I tell people. When you become a champion, when you're the best in the game and you have nothing else to prove, the desire dies. The hunger goes. Yeah. That's not abnormal though. We see that a lot. We see that a lot with champions, actually. We see it consistently.
That's real.
So it's like I can't say he's washed because he's achieved it all. That's kind of crazy. That doesn't make sense to me. If I was the best player at my position, granted, Gronk was there too. But if I was once Gronk retired, the best player at my position for 3-4 years, I'm not all of a sudden just going to fall off a cliff because of age. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't happen at tight end, though. But that doesn't happen at tight end, though. I'm going to be 100. Bro, that doesn't happen at tight end.
Him and Gronk are the same age, and Gronk retired 3 years ago. It happens, bro. It happens.
But it doesn't
he's
happen
getting
at
to
tight
dinosaur
end.
years.
Tony G was playing tight end for a long time. Antonio Gates was playing tight end for a long time.
But like, they were freaks of nature.
You know what I'm saying? Those were freaks.
Travis is not a freak of nature.
Travis is just the guy that works, though.
Yeah.
And I think
he's got good mechanics, too.
And I think that work is shown proof. I don't see it making sense for him to either retire, for them to get rid of him. But I was wrong about the Chiefs losing. So I could be wrong about all of this with Trav. But I don't think it's worth replacing bro at all. I think he's still a high class.
Yeah, just phase him out until he can't go it anymore.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say phase him out. Just like Actually, no, yeah. Kind of phase him out, in all
You
honesty, bro.
ain't got
You
no
kind of
choice,
got
bro.
to, yeah, because if you keep kind of force feeding them how we've been for years, it's going to lead to teams kind of knowing what to expect out the passing game. And the whole, like, beauty of the Chiefs, like, passing game is Pat Mahomes doing his Houdini work, and everybody can kind of just freestyle with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you start making that predictable, guys know where to be.
Exactly. And then if like in Travis' case, if you ain't got that same wiggle and separation, that shit doesn't work. Because now Mahomes is either running out of bounds because he can't find you or he's getting hit in the backfield, as we saw in the Super Bowl. He kept on getting blasted because all that little cute shit he likes to do, he couldn't get it off.
At all. But granted, that's I was actually want to ask y'all this question real quick before we go to the next topic. Where would y'all rank this Eagles defense? Because very good defense. I would argue a
So
great defense. But
if
where
you're
would y'all
talking
rank
about
that in the last couple Super Bowl winners for defense? I'm talking about in contention with the Seahawks, with that Rams team, both Rams team, mind you, with AD on them. In contention with the Bucks teams, where would you rank them?
Okay,
That
if we're gonna
defense,
say
that
that like the
Eagles
last
defense.
5-10 years, I'd say they top 3. The Seahawks is number 1. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then I'd probably go shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'd probably go this Eagles team and then the Rams.
That Rams was a beast.
You think
that Eagles team? Yeah. See, but at least with the Eagles, like you can say there's a good player at every position.
At every position, facts.
They got corners, they got
together.
the safeties. Like with the Rams, you had Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, but Jalen Ramsey was getting fucking burnt in that Super Bowl by Jamar Chase. So outside of those two, like they didn't really. I mean, you had Von Miller too. Don't get me wrong, but
I mean, but we saw AD was enough. AD
yeah,
was enough more than
AD put that up there.
the whole game. AD was on their head the whole game.
Yeah,
you
100%.
were seeing that 98 flash, or was it 99 flash all night?
And then I'd say the Buccaneers team that be passed probably 4th out of like the last 10 years.
Interesting. What about you, Jeff? You gonna keep the same order?
Yeah, I think I might. It's hard because I don't see them that being that good, but I would put the Rams over them. That's just me. Okay. Because AD, I'm a tear. Him by himself, he's the best D tackle in like history, and he was killing it. But I gotta give the Eagles a props.
Would like to argue that
they finally put it all together because they always had that weakness in the secondary to me, and now they had it at every single level that they were good, and they finally put it together. So I can't knock them. It can go either way for that list. The 100%. Buccaneers are a good one. I almost forgot about them.
Yeah, I like that with Shaq Barrett and them boys. I love that defense, man. Yeah, and they helped Brady. Oh my God,
and they were low key older defense too, and they was playing the way they.
And they were playing hard nosed football, bro. They was playing like kind of old school ball. I liked how they were playing around, bro.
That was a good one.
That was a good team. I actually would take that defense over this defense.
You know what?
Me personally, maybe bias in there. Maybe bias in there.
because I just thought about it. Pat had a better team too when he played him. He still had Tyreek. Kelce was younger, so yeah. You know what? I'd probably give it to the Buccaneers team.
Yeah, that was a good team. That was
I like that.
That's a sleeper, man. That was a sleeper.
That was a sleeper.
Because they had to face a harder Chiefs offense. So
they had thumpers, bro. They had thumpers on every position, bro. I'm telling you, they had thumpers at every position. That Bucs team.
Brady is so blessed.
So moving on to the next topic, you guys have any final thoughts on the Super Bowl? What do we do for like Jalen Hurts' rank as a quarterback? Or after Saquon's historic season, what do you think we will do for his career as well?
Well, I'm gonna try to keep it short because I know we got other topics to talk about. It gives Jalen Hurts him a big boost, but he's not still better than the top 4 in the league.
That's crazy work.
He's number 5 though.
That is crazy work. How can you say that? That's
he's not better than Pat. He's not better. He's not better than Josh. He's not better than Joe. He's not better than Joe Burrow.
He's not better than Lamar.
He's not better than Lamar. So he'd be number 5.
Bro, y'all know me, dog. Y'all know how I feel about Mar. Bro,
all right then. He's
soon he still might not be the best quarterback in the NFC next year. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie.
Competition getting greater.
I'm a victim of this too. We need to stop sleeping on Jalen Hurts. He is a menace. Actually, he plays football like he hates the world. I love quarterbacks like that.
I don't know about
this Super Bowl.
He plays football like he hates the world. Like
this Super Bowl,
with a lot of finesse, but you can tell, bro. He plays football like he's upset. I love that out of my quarterback. I'm not gonna hold you. If Lamar played like that, we win a Super Bowl. 100%. No doubt.
Well, there's different variables. There's different variables.
There are variables, but
Lamar doesn't have an AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
Oh, get out of here, bro. We're talking about Lamar Jackson, man. We're talking about the greatest athlete on planet Earth right now.
Bro,
stop.
In the last 2 Super Bowls that AJ Brown and Devontae Smith have played in, they've both gone for almost 100 yards and a touchdown each.
Boss, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Lamar has shown me he doesn't need a single AJ caliber.
No. I get that.
He doesn't
But
need a single Devontae Smith caliber receiver.
Okay, but look, even in Lamar's case, right? Granted, he has his own fuck ups in the playoffs. Like, I'll be the first one to
still
admit
is upsetting me.
100%. But a lot of times, we've also said that a lot of his teammates have not stepped up in the playoffs. You can never say that about Jalen Hurts' teammates.
You know why? Because Jalen played like.
Step up.
I personally feel like. Oh, we're agreeing. My bad. But
I think y'all agree.
I personally feel like that Jalen is actually top 3, and the only 2 quarterbacks better than him right now on planet Earth is Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes. That's it. Not in no particular order either. But that would be the top 3 best quarterbacks right now.
I don't know.
No order.
Ooh,
that's the top 3.
Definitely not in talent.
That's the top 3. It's not in talent. What would it be? All of them have moxie.
Bro,
all of them you can trust to go lead you down the field and win the game.
All
of them boys have that it factor in them.
This Super Bowl made me respect Jalen's IQ. Like, he was making some really tough reads. He was making some really good reads. He might, I don't know if that's a talent though, but his reads and his mind was great this Super Bowl.
I'll say this too about Jalen is that Saquon being in that backfield with him.
Oh yeah, that does help.
His job a lot easier. Same thing with Lamar. Having Derrick Henry in the backfield will make your job a lot easier. So if the defense is really keying in on Saquon, some of the throws that he has to make is routine because it's like there's going to be a lot more space.
To what extent, though, boss? We in the Super Bowl playing the 2-time defending champ. There's no level of routine. We making throws do or die. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's no such thing as routine. I'm not trying
to take away from Jalen because Jalen played a hell of a game. Both Super Bowls, but it's like, and then you also got to think too. You got to think about this too. That Chiefs defense did lose some people. Like Snead is not there anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you have Snead playing with McDuffie, that's a different game.
You know what I'm saying? You think so?
I don't want to just put it on one person, but
yeah. But I mean, Snead, everybody in that secondary is getting cooked.
I think so.
Not Snead, but
shut down
McDuffie, all them boys
one.
Getting cooked. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
100%. I like Jalen, but to say that, no, I said 100%. I like Jalen. I think he played well, but to say that only Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes is better than him is fucking crazy.
I don't think so.
I've seen a stat that
it's not talent.
Lamar just this year alone threw more touchdowns than Jalen Hurts has thrown in the last 2 seasons.
And we have 0 rings
I'm not going for that.
And Baltimore as an organization with Lamar at quarterback.
Yeah, but you also got to think.
Team sport.
You got to think. Saquon random niggas to that Super Bowl. And the NFC was...
Man, we had Derrick Henry,
think
bro.
About this,
You're telling me we couldn't...
Think about this. The NFC was easy for the Eagles this year because they didn't have to face the top 2 teams because they got fucking booted out in the first round.
True.
They didn't have to face the Lions and they didn't have to face the Vikings because they were gone the first round.
But the Lions showed me they was frauds.
100%. 100%.
The Lions showed us they was frauds.
But back to what I said originally with matchups. They probably still lose that game, but they match up a lot better because they have such an explosive offense. You see what I'm saying? Compared to Kansas City. But, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I see it.
A lot of shit could have went different ways, you know. It's matches at the end of the day, and the Eagles were just a better team. So
Mark freaking Andrews, dude.
Yeah.
Still not over it. Still not over it, bro.
Moving on to the next topic, which is like the offseason. You guys have any like relevant offseason signings that you want to talk about, or any of the coaching hires, or any predictions for the next season? Since we only have a few minutes left.
Ben Johnson's gonna turn them Bears up. He's gonna turn them the fuck up.
Do you know what Bears culture is? Stop it.
Ben Johnson gonna turn them boys up. I seen a
crazy stat. No,
Caleb Williams is whatever they keep telling us that he is. With Ben Johnson, you still got DJ Moore. Rome should take a big step. They need a running back though. They need to go get them a decent running back. Man, he should turn that team up though.
Nah, I know the Bears, bro. I seen a crazy stat that said, back in the day, if you know real ball, when they had Gale Sayers, Hall of Famer, mind you, Hall of Fame running back, and
this nigga talking about fucking civil rights football, nigga.
Yes, bro, you gotta hear me out. Them boys with Gale Sayers, a Hall of Fame running back, and probably the greatest linebacker of not our generation, but that generation, Buckus. He's named, if you know Buckus, he has an award named after him for the best linebacker in college football, the Buckus Award. They had Buckus, Hall of Fame linebacker, and Hall of Fame running back back in the 50s and 60s. They won, I think, a total of 3 games with 2 Hall of Fame ball players on offense and defense leading them. That is the culture of the Chicago Bears.
Does that have to do with anything?
That's the culture of the Chicago Bears. You can put a litany of stars in front of them boys. they will always be the Chicago Bears. That's the point of that. How can you have Gale Sayers?
Hey,
No,
hold
listen
on.
though.
We ain't gonna
How
keep
can you have
disrespecting
Gale
the Bears,
Sayers
yo.
and Buckus on the same team? These not no regular guys we talking about.
Well, they're also on different sides of the ball, bro.
But
That's just one player.
But
That's just one player.
imagine though, I got a star on offense and a star on defense. Most of the time when you have that, you go far. You telling me you boys only won
who were they?
3 games?
Who were they playing in the '60s? The Packers. Like, wasn't the Packers like the most dominant team back then? Them, the Steelers, I guess.
But still, guys, I think their best record with them boys was 9-7, and they missed the playoffs.
I mean,
no, I'm lying. It's like they won like 12 games and missed the playoffs.
Even in the last 20 years, though, they have an NFC Championship appearance and they have a Super Bowl appearance in the last 20 years. A lot of teams can't say that, bro. Like them niggas lost.
The Cowboys can't say that.
You're right. Like
you're right. The Cowboys can't say that.
Why am I?
You're right though. You're right.
Why am I?
The Bears don't move me, man. Nah. I know what the Bears are. It's not even because of the personnel. It's not because of coaching. It's culture. That's 100% culture. Them boys are exactly who we think they are. Same thing with the Cowboys. Them boys are exactly who they think they are. They're these, I don't call them blue blood franchises, but they're franchises that got weight. Like they've been here since pretty much the civil rights. And they cling on to that. They cling on to their old history. They cling on to all that legacy. Because they cling on to all that legacy, they can never win in modern day. It's the truth. The Cowboys still treat them rings from the 90s like God knows what. They treat them rings like they they freaking I don't even know what you would call them, bro.
Because we just seen the Commanders and the Bengals change their whole organization.
Literally overnight by just literally saying forget the past. Literally all they did was, you know what? Let's just move on.
I wouldn't put it past the Bears.
Like literally. And the Bears, the Cowboys, I could go down the ladder. The Packers kind of too are stuck in that pattern too, where y'all gonna cling to the past so much that it's gonna be to y'all detriment. The Steelers are in that detriment right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers refuse to let go of Mike Tomlin.
When he's really dropping them,
the man don't
he's really put them down. He win it.
The man don't win no payoff games.
Yeah, he has to go. Hey, as long as he gets his winning season right, that's all that matters.
Hey, I'm cool with that as long as them boys ain't win no division title. Keep Mike Tomlin for 50 years, nigga. As long as they ain't win no division titles, I'm straight. I'm Gucci.
Yeah, they need a lot. I mean, they don't even need a lot. All they need is a quarterback, a solid quarterback, and they're back to being a good team again.
I guess.
But you can say that by a lot of teams.
A lot of teams. I was going to say the Deebo move moves me a lot. Deebo to the Commanders for pretty much a bag of peanuts is crazy.
Got a new running back.
Man, I mean, you got a flex guy. You can do
It moves me.
That moves me.
If he stays healthy, because he's still a good player. And the
Deebo move, I'm moved. I'm not going to lie. Giving Deebo to a guy like Jaden McDaniels, I don't know, bro. I'm still trying to figure out.
I'm still trying to figure out. Got Cliff Kingsbury. He should turn them up.
You know what I'm saying? Dan got the defense on lock, so it ain't about nothing. Giving Cliff and Daniels more weapons is actually terrifying.
As long as
am I the only person worried about Deebo, to be honest? Because I feel like Deebo's the type of player that relies too much on that athletic ability. Like I never see the mechanics. That dude.
That's a crazy
take. Yeah, he's not a complete wide receiver at all. Like
that's what I'm receiving back.
Ayuk was the best receiver on that team.
100, but
if we're talking about like pure receiver,
but we knew that though. When they drafted him first round, we knew that. We love Ayuk. Yeah, Ayuk one of them boys. We was hot.
But Deebo is literally just an athlete. Debo's an athlete.
But I will take that in this kind of offense, though. Because if you look at this offense...
you already got Terry, and then you got the other dude. Yeah, you'll be fine.
I think we don't need you to be technical at all.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Because Terry don't got that many years left. At least,
you know what I'm saying?
He don't got many elite years left, so they're going to have to find something to do once this starts going down.
I would say if Washington, I think if they can go back, they would keep Jahan Dotson, man. It would make sense now with Cliff, Jahan, Deebo, Scary Terry, Daniels. That would be an offense, 100%. So I think they may have jumped the gun a little bit. But honestly, Washington is showing me that they serious now. Yeah. They got Dan sold the team, and they was like, yeah, we on man time. Yeah. Like, for real, they started making talks with DC about getting the stadium in DC. Like, they serious, man. They serious. Yeah. Them boys is serious. Yeah. So it's good to see that because for 30 plus years, honestly, my whole entire time being in America, them boys have been garbage. I'm not gonna lie. Their best player was Sean Taylor, and I ain't known a single Redskin other than Sean Taylor. So it's great. It's actually, even though I hated on him. It's actually great to see them in this space. But free agency, the offseason, we'll see. I hope my Ravens do something there. Don't get a receiver.
Fingers
Don't get a
crossed,
receiver.
bro.
I swear to God, bro.
But
Draft D-line. The Eagles done showed us. We just need 15 of them boys that can rush every day.
shit.
We draft D-line.
Speaking of D-line, bro, like me, just like everybody else, I want to see where Myles Garret goes. He can't go to Philly, bro. If he goes to Philly, I'm not watching that shit.
No,
That's
Vito.
just
I
gonna be
hope
unfair,
Roger.
bro.
I don't know. I don't know if we can do like
He got to do
Stern did.
something, bro.
We got to do. We cannot.
You can't let Myles Garrett go to Philly, bro. And pair him with Jalen Carter. Nah,
I don't even think there's. I don't even think there's a package in the world that would work to get Myles.
It's not.
They would have to get somebody off their books.
Like what the heck?
But Howie would be the dude to do it. Howie would be the dude to do it.
Bro,
if anybody could do it,
they need to investigate him. They need to investigate Howie, bro. He's
is
money laundering.
He is
an Italian mob boss from the '80s, bro. He is laundering money into
Don't say too much, man. That boy watching, he gonna send them bands.
He knows how to work that cap.
He gonna send them bands for you, bro. I don't know how he works the cap, but he worked the cap like the greatest finesser of all time.
All he do is move the money forward, bro. In a couple years, the Eagles are going to be fucked once they got paid.
I actually do love his strategy, though. No, this is why they'll never be fucked. And this is why Howie's been a GM for 20 plus years. He's been a GM since Andy Reid was their freaking head coach. He's been a GM for a long time. So I actually love his strategy. His strategy is why draft one guy or why sign one guy when I can sign 2 or 3 of that same guy. So if you go down, I got somebody to come replace your bum ass, and we're going to win. Zach Braun was not even their initial starting linebacker. It was Devin White. Bro, I remember this.
That's true. That is true.
They brought in Devin White. I don't even remember when they brought in Zach Braun, I'll be honest with you, bro. They brought in Devin White. Devin White didn't even suit up for week 1. Like, he didn't even suit up for them boys.
That is true. That's true.
Zach Braun ends up making probably, I would say, the pick that everyone knew, like, yeah, the game's over. Pretty much. In the Super Bowl. So, Howie does a great job of, and you even see with the D-line, that's how I knew he was doing this. Look at the D-line. I think 3 years in a row he drafted them Georgia boys. Come on, gang. Like, you know the kind of guy he is from how he gets guys to come in. You know he is a next man up kind of guy. He's a guy that believes in team. There's no one man bigger than the team. That's why, like, I honestly feel like he can take the risk on Saquon, knowing that the league is off on Saquon. Honestly. Because he knows, like, for worst comes to worst, if Saquon don't pan out, I got a guy, and I think it's Caldwell in the backfield. He'll do okay. Like, you feel me? Yeah. So it's like, it's one of those things where Howie's game is impeccable, man. He's really he's moved a lot of things for me, man. He's one of the best GMs in the game, if not the best one. He's not gonna get the executive of the year talks. He's not gonna get all the fun accolades. But when we look back, we gonna see Howie was in the mix with a lot of them boys, man. For real. I like Howie, man. He's one of the best, bro. He's one of the best.
That's great. It's great. So that does it for our football topics. Now we're going to move on to basketball.
Can I say one more team before we jump into the basketball? Who y'all think going to be the number 1 pick overall? That's the last thing I want to say. Who y'all think going to be that number 1?
Ward.
Yeah, probably Kevin Ward.
Damn.
Bro, that's so smart. If they pick Sanders at number 1, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Wow. You don't think he fit in Tennessee?
I don't think you spend your number 1 pick on him. I'm not gonna lie. I still want him to go top 5. I'm not a hater, but Cam Ward is so much more established. He's faced wars that Sanders has not real faced to me. Like Cam Ward has he's been battle tested. I think that's what the Jaden McDaniels and the Caleb Williams and the Drake Mays. Jaden McDaniels was at LSU. He'd have faced big competition, and
he transferred over there too. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what moved me more about Jaden Daniels because I like being battle tested. I like battle testing, man.
Okay. What about you, Gok?
No, I agree. I think Cam should go. Because I doubt Abdul Carter's gonna go. Shador is solid, but it's like I feel like he's not NFL polished yet. You know, I feel like there's still a lot of things.
Crazy. Y'all know Brady training him, right? That's crazy.
War test.
Brady.
Y'all know Brady training the boy. Like his footwork is butter. The young man footwork is butter.
You can be trained by all types of great masters, but you still have to have it in you. I can only show you so much. If you can't actually apply it after I show it to you, it's only so much I can do for you. That's interesting,
bro. Wow. You know what's crazy? I got Shador. I want Shador.
I'm not a hater though, but if he goes to the league and he performs, then He had Brady
Yeah.
with him. He had his father with him. So it's
Shoot,
expected.
honestly, if I'm Cleveland, I'm making
Honestly,
that
I
call,
pray for
bro.
success. I promise. I just don't
I'm
want to.
making
I
that
just want
call.
to
If
spend my
I'm
pick.
Cleveland, man,
I want to spend my pick.
I'm telling Mr. Sanders, hey, son, you want to be a Cleveland Brown?
I'm not spending my pick on him. That's all I know. If Cam Ward is still at the same spot, I'm not spending my pick on him.
Man, let's jump into basketball, baby. Let's get it, bro.
All right. So what I was gonna ask y'all first is, did y'all watch any of the NBA All-Star Weekend?
Man,
Absolutely not.
nah.
I haven't watched in years, bro, and it's probably gonna
Don't
keep
look at
staying
me.
like that.
Man,
Last time I saw the All-Star game, LeBron was patting on the floor and facing Kobe.
That's the last time I watched a full All-Star weekend. Rest in peace, Kobe. I swear to God. That's a real shit you just said, Joe. What was that, like 2017, 2016?
That was 2020. I think no, wait, that was 2017, right?
Yeah, because Kobe
Or
passed it like in
2016.
2020. Yeah.
Would Drake ruin that picture? That's the last time I watched.
That's the last time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That was the last time I watched a full All-Star weekend.
I watched the I think
It's not
last
the same,
year's
bro.
actually.
Same thing with the Pro Bowl. None of that shit's the same, bro.
But it all sucks.
Yeah,
it all sucks.
that's when it mattered. That's when that was special.
Oh, what's it called? The year Kobe passed was tough though.
Yeah, that was the 20. I didn't like the format. They did a lot for that format. They were like, get to 20, then get to 3. I was like, that's just give it get to 100 guys, and then first to 24 wins, like something simple like that. It was like first to 24, and then it had weird rules. They always have weird rules for the All-Star game, bro. I think no one cares for that shit, bro. Like, just give people what they came for. It's not complicated.
I'm telling you, it should be East and West, and then they compete for whoever gets what's it called, home court for finals. I feel like that should
be. So that confuses me. So like with the home court thing, does that mean like whoever wins the All-Star game would get the first 2 games instead of better record will get the first 2 games?
Exactly. It's pretty much saying like
whoever
conference
that the team comes from.
Okay, I got you.
That'd be cool.
I like that.
Or like a play in the center where they get some money. Like a good chunk of money.
That's gonna have them boys want to play.
Something.
Yeah,
we just need more competition. We need like real competitive like All-Star games again.
But I mean, like none of them was really like. I'm not gonna lie. Like from the beginning, none of the All-Star games was like super competitive until like the fourth quarter. So it's like all you need is like something to get them going at the end of the game.
Yeah,
like that's why I think that that year in 2020 where like the last quarter was just to 24, like it got them to start playing. So I feel like you gotta get something to where they can like actually have something to compete for, and like the home court.
Do you think that'd be enough to bring back the ratings though? Because I think it's too late, bro. I think the people are soured off of it, man. I don't think the people tapping in, bro. It's gonna have to be some major stuff.
So I think with the ratings, what fucks them up is that 1, it's too many streaming sites to watch these games. So nobody cares. 2, they're killing all the illegal streaming sites. So the people who was watching basketball, they're not about to go and buy all these different fucking passes, bro. Nobody, especially with the way the economy is nowadays, bro. Do you know how expensive eggs and cereal is nowadays, bro? I'm not trying to buy no fucking NBA League pass, bro. I got other shit to worry about. There's so much other shit.
I also will say the NBA media don't do their guys justice either, man. The NBA media really, they don't do their boys justice.
It do be a lot of hate.
Yeah, man. They just
for no reason. And that doesn't. At all, bro.
And as a fan, most casual fans is going off with them boys at First Take, all the big boy media. That's where they're going off of. So if I got Stephen A. Smith saying that boy is garbage, and bro, probably not even garbage. But if Stephen A. is saying that, you're more inclined to believe that than you are to actually go ahead and watch the games that bro is playing.
Especially if he keeps saying it and saying it and saying it. That's basic psychology, where if you keep hearing something, it's going to be embedded into your head.
I think all of NBA media does that. They'll thrash. If it's not Braun, Kobe, like AI, like if it's not them kind of guys, they gonna trash you, bro. Like they gonna trash you. You could be an all-star, they're gonna trash you, bro. And I think that's why the people aren't tuning in, because not only do the basketball players don't really want to play in the all-star game, but also the media doesn't size the all-star game like it's this like gathering of stars kind of thing, like a once in a lifetime. Like you're never gonna see all these ball players. That's how it used to be back in the day.
Bro, them boys.
That's how we all tuned in.
They had Kevin Hart commentating the game, bro.
Like,
and even the players, like Shay was like, "Bro, can we wrap this?
Can we wrap
this
up? Like, can we talk about
that's
ball
crazy.
or something? Like,
that's
it was more of a Kevin Hart comedy special than it was an All-Star game. That's ridiculous. Plain and simple. That's ridiculous.
And I feel bad for Adam Silver because he shows that he tries and he cares, but it's just like the shit sucks.
Not every idea gonna work, bro. Not every idea.
Yeah.
He could put the plan though. Playing is probably the best thing
The plan was a great idea. I think he can implement something similar like that for All-Star Weekend.
How?
I don't know. That's not my job, baby. That's not my job, big boy.
That's like
not my job.
But like,
there's a way. Like, you see what the NHL doing with the World Tournament? Bro.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
If basketball did a World Tournament, bro, you know everybody's tapping in, bro. Everybody.
I mean, they got FIBA.
Like FIBA, but you see how we be tapped in for FIBA though. But you see how we be tapped in for FIBA though. You can bring that same
the most
energy.
randomest people to FIBA. He was sitting there. Who was the 5 in FIBA last year? Jared Jackson.
Hey, you're not wrong. It really was a random ass team.
We was in the B team, so we be seeing JV over to play FIBA.
Yeah, not wrong.
But everybody tuned in though.
At all.
But you know what's funny about that? Everybody tuned in. We was all watching.
You're not wrong.
We was all watching. Well, it didn't even matter that we had our B team. It didn't even matter that we had our B team. We was all tuned in. That's what I'm saying. They have to find, and basketball is in a great space still, because this is the beauty about basketball. Even if them boys think the ratings going down, the game ain't dying. So who cares?
Yeah,
like
they
on
still
the real,
money.
We still gonna eat, baby. Yeah, like we got Wemby waiting for us. Bron gonna give me another 3 or 5. Bron
look like he's slowing up at all.
Yo, at all. Bron look like he can do another 10.
It's scary.
It really don't make no sense what they got.
It makes no sense. I'm not exaggerating when I say that either. Bron looks like he could do another 10.
You know the Lakers about to be like, if they win tonight, they get the 2nd seed.
Yeah, I think they've won 5 in a row.
Damn,
6 in a row. Yeah, they've won 5 or 6 in a row. This is like their longest winning streak in a while, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
They win a lot of games.
That's the Luka effect, bro.
They traded for their future, and they traded for
Bron. They got everything in them. So I said it.
Bron gonna be their future.
I said it when they made the trade. I said, man, it's looking like a Lakers kind of a run now. It's wide open, baby. Like it's got to be the Lakers.
They don't got to be.
The playoff picture is going to be very interesting. But yeah, like Jeff just said, they ain't got no real big. So come playoffs when they got to go against, Joker or just any team with one big or like 2 okay bigs, it's going to be tough.
You got LeBron and Luka walking down the court, bro, in a playoff setting. I don't think
both of them do not fold in playoffs.
I don't think
there is a team on this earth right now that can handle that in LA. No, the crowd will be too much. No, it's impossible. I don't think so.
Too clutch.
And they're gonna shoot lights out. Oh my God, they're gonna shoot lights out. You know it. When it's prime time, they're not gonna miss. Luka and LeBron, they're not gonna fold.
LeBron
is the most clutch player in NBA history, and Luka is a sniper.
At the end of the day, bro, it's still a team sport. It's still a team sport. So even if they show up, if the rest don't show up, they're fucked regardless.
You got AR.
Austin Reeves. We don't sleep on Austin.
Yeah, you gotta go watch some Lakers basketball, man. WAP, you gotta go watch some Lakers basketball.
I ain't gonna lie, man. As a hater,
you know where my allegiance is, bro. You know where my allegiance is. So
what
but we'll see.
Big time OKC fan.
This guy.
Actually, they got a chance now. Now that Luka gone.
We do.
Now that Luka gone. It's over.
SGA playing the way he played.
This is what SGA gonna be doing.
Now we got another big. We got another big in Hartenstein. Hey, look, I'm telling you now, bro. I'm telling you now. Chet and Hartenstein in the playoffs, bro. It could get scary. We'll see though. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
How scary though, gang? It's very open this year. Scary though, because if they run into Luka and LeBron, what are they gonna do?
I don't want to turn.
What are they gonna do?
Like, think about it. Luka and LeBron,
and they got a lot of time left.
You got AR. You got Hachimura. Like, it's a lot of bodies you got to deal with.
The same way you just told me I'm not tapping to Lakers ball. You're not tapping to that Thunder ball, bro. You got SGA. SGA's SGA. Chet can easily give you 15 and 8, 15 and 9. That's easy for Chet. You got Hartenstein, who's a board. He's on them boards. Jalen Williams is still Jalen Williams. We got a decent bench. We got Isaiah Joe. We got Hassan Wallace. All them other guys. Alex Caruso is coming off the bench. We are a really good defensive team, bro. And defense wins playoff games. So don't sleep on them boys.
Too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. It can go any way, bro. I'm not saying we're gonna win the chip because I like with all my sports teams, I've become very realistic that until I see them niggas holding the trophy, then I'll talk my shit. Until then, I'll just be quiet and pray to God that I win.
Not for real. Not
All
for
right, what
real.
about the MVP odds? You think SGA gonna get that? Because
He should. Yeah. I
what
would
about
think he's a
Jokic in first
runaway,
place
man.
now?
The only
He's
thing
a
that scared me,
runaway.
the only thing that scared me about the shit though, I think he should get it, but I don't want it. I don't want it to get to the point where let's say it's neck and neck again, and they give it to SGA, and now they're saying then they pull a Josh Allen on SGA saying it's a pity MVP because I don't want to hear that shit. But I hope he wins
Mm.
it though.
You
He
know,
should win it.
Jokic's
He
number
should
one
win
on
it.
the MVP race right now.
He is.
Yeah,
Who's
Who's in
number
it?
2?
Jokic, then it's SGA, then it's JT at third.
Man, they
Oh
tried
wow.
to tell me voters fatigue was real. I knew it wasn't, bro. How is Jokic still like? He's playing great this year too, mind you. But like,
Playing
he's still.
No, they
But
pick
like,
and choose,
voters
bro.
fatigue is not
The
real. They
media
try to
picks
trick
and
me with that.
choose. They
Like,
pick and
the
Yeah, I feel
choose who
media
they
like
just
want to get
thank
pick
you.
and
MVP.
choose when they have that what's it called? Voter.
Yes, LeBron should
Like,
have like 6 MVPs, bro. They pick and choose who they want to have
man,
MVPs.
voter fatigue isn't real, bro. It's all about does the league like your game? It's not. Yeah, bro. That's what it is, bro. Does the league? Do you bring the eyes to the league, man? And are you actually a great player? Like that's what it boils down.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. SGA, I love
and
SGA, love his game. I think he should be over Jokic. If you asking me, of them leaders of like that new age of we entering, Jokic is in that
yeah,
conversation too.
especially if they end with the 1 seed again, like just give it to
Facts,
them,
but
bro.
that's what I'm
Like
saying. Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? If they beat the Nuggets again and then y'all give the MVP to Jokic, God forbid. But like if y'all do that, if y'all give it to Jokic, what are y'all actually watching? Because then y'all not watching ball. Because usually it's supposed to go to the guy that has the best team
yeah,
and it's putting up the craziest numbers. Like
because SGA's
in
averaging
that
what right
world.
now, like 32, 33 a game, or has it dropped a little bit since then?
Hey,
And then
Hezekiah,
he's
get us right
shooting
back.
very efficient. He's shooting very efficient. It's like, what more can you do? You know, like I know Joker is Joker at the end of the day, but what more can you ask for somebody? If I'm averaging 30 and I have the number 1 seed, back in the day, that was enough for you to win MVP.
Way more than enough. You was a runaway favorite. Yeah.
Literally,
I saw
bro.
Braun do
When
it.
Curry was doing that shit, when Braun
Yeah.
and Curry was doing that shit, they was winning MVPs.
I
KD,
saw I saw him
come
do
on,
it.
bro. Giannis, like,
So
they
who
pick
y'all
and
think is
choose.
gonna win MVP though? Like too early. Well, not even too early. Like early predictions. We got
Yeah, I'm
SGA.
gonna go
I
with
say
SGA.
SGA too. I would go
That's just
SGA.
the Thunder.
Oh,
That's the
yeah,
Thunder
yeah.
fan in my
I
No
heart,
feel
though.
bias. I'm
like
going SGA. No bias. I'm going SGA.
I feel like the Nuggets gonna end up being in the middle, like a third, fourth, or like fifth seed, and
Yeah,
with
they're not the same team.
OKC being number one.
Chill. As long as they got
Yeah.
Jamal, they can always be dangerous, dog.
I mean, I'm talking about from the MVP
Oh,
award
for MVP.
standpoint.
Okay, yeah. For the MVP stand up, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
No, I thought you were talking about playoffs. I'm like, as long as they got Jamal, they got a chance.
one thing I would say though, one team I want to ask y'all about is the Cavs. Do you think they legit this year, like legit have a chance to sneak past the Celtics, go to the finals?
We see
We
this
saw the
ring in
game
the
the other day.
Cavs consistently.
There's a possibility. There's a possibility. 100%.
It's always a possibility. I'm
The
not
way
seeing it.
the way they've been playing is a possibility. But I can also see them unfolding in the playoffs. So you
Don't
never know.
say too much, bro. Don't.
I
I'm
can
a
see it being
bigger
a repeat. I don't know.
man.
This
Man,
record does
I
not
am not
move
looking
me
It
at
forward
just
to
all.
sound
Cavs
good. That's all
basketball
I
in the
can say. It
playoffs,
just
bro.
sound with the Cavs. It just sound good.
Like
That's
it
just
really
what
just sound good, bro. I've watched Cavs basketball because I've been intrigued. So I'm like, what has y'all boys as the number one team in the East? Like, there's no way. Donovan Mitchell has never ever like shown me he has this level of dog in him. Even though Donovan Mitchell is a machine, he's a machine, 100%. But he just can't win in the playoffs when it comes down to nitty gritty time. I'm not gonna hold you. He hasn't showed it to me. He hasn't shown me he's a
100%.
he just hasn't showed it to me.
Especially in Utah.
Yeah, you know
But
what
he
I'm saying?
got
He
the
just
talent.
hasn't showed it to me. So it's like I can only go off of what
his
you've done
running
for
back
me,
was
bro.
pretty good there. I ain't gonna fault him for that.
I, man,
Didn't they beat
man,
the
say
Thunder when they had PG in them?
Say it again.
Didn't they beat the Thunder when they had PG and
this man
Russ?
say PG as in Paul
Uh,
George. Get
no,
out of here.
I believe so. No, stop. Paul George was really nice back then.
I
But yeah, I
mean,
believe
Paul
knowing
so.
George
what
like
we
that in
know now, knowing what I
Paul
know
George
now,
like that in
But
knowing
OKC.
what I know
they
now,
beat
he
us,
was just a really
because
good second
Russ
option.
played like
He just
shit.
thrived as a second option. No,
Russ
stop it.
played like shit though.
Russ
No,
was
that year where we got booted by them, Russ played like shit. He played like shit.
Yeah.
I love Russ to death, but there's been some playoffs where he did not show up, or he gets his head too. Like when we lost to Portland and Dave hit that shot, Russ played like shit that whole series. He made it
Oh
more
yeah,
so
yeah,
about
yeah.
he made it more so him versus Dame than OKC
Yeah,
versus
they
the
ain't got in his
Trailblazers.
head. They ain't got in his head.
100%.
But
and
yeah,
that's the
I would
guy we
say
got to go off of.
with the Cavs, it just sounds good. I don't know how to like. If they end up facing the Celtics, I pretty much am
In a
confident.
7-game series,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
looking
pretty
bleak,
confident
guys.
the Celtics still gonna win that
I'm
series.
very
Yeah,
confident
most
Celtics win
likely,
in 6,
100%.
honestly.
But moving on to another team, the Knicks, although they have a good record, they can't seem to be one of those top teams like the
They can't
Cavs or
stay
the
healthy,
Celtics
bro.
or the Thunder. They're like they haven't won a game against none of them. So what do you think could be like something they could change during the offseason to get into that level? Or something they could
Nothing.
change this season?
Nothing. I
Nothing.
think they just got to keep trusting the type of basketball they play. I just feel like
That's
the kind
it.
of basketball they play is just
That's it.
really brutal, bro. It's hard on the body, man.
And
Like,
yeah,
it's what it is,
that and
bro.
you would think Tibbs will learn to stop running his players into the
Oh yeah,
first
that
round. But
rotation
hey,
is crazy.
Shout out
you would
Tiz,
think.
man. Shout out Tiz, bro. He's such a
What do they
great
say?
coach.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting results. Like we saw last year, Jalen Brunson hurt himself because he got ran into the floor. I know Mikal Bridges is the Iron Man and whatnot, OG, all them guys, but you can't
Man,
run
he
those
just
boys into
tested
the
them.
floor, man.
He's
He
just
pushed
Yeah,
it to his
bro.
limit for real.
Tiz
And then
be
another thing
killing me
too,
with that
their
shit, bro.
star players are not their star players are not comparable to other star players they're going to be facing. Like Cat is good, but he never shows up. Jalen Brunson, you can only go so far with Jalen Brunson compared to like Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, or even what they got in Cleveland right now. Like those guys they're stepping up to the plate, and I just don't see that with Cat as we saw
I could
last
see
year in the
them
playoffs
even
when he
like
sold Ant
getting.
the way Ant was playing.
I could see them even getting taken down by the Bucks too. So
Whoa, that's a
No,
the
wow.
hey,
Bucks been
don't sleep
playing.
them.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
Nah,
they
for
they've been
real.
turning it
wow,
around.
wow. Interesting.
As long as they got 34, as long as 34 is still
yeah,
playing for the Bucks, bro, I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see
I
it.
can see that too.
Mm.
The Bucks been impressing me a little bit. They could be doing better.
okay, one team I also been impressed by was the Pistons. So this past month they went 9-2, and they also came off a win versus Celtics. So do you think there's any team in the playoff picture that could lose to the Pistons in the series?
Ironically enough,
I don't know what the standings are, but
I got you.
hey,
I got you. So we got all right. I'm gonna go in order from 1 to 8.
okay.
Cleveland, Boston, New York, Indiana, Milwaukee,
y'all not gonna like what I say.
Pistons. Hmm?
So y'all not gonna like what I say. Who's gonna take who down?
And
Let's
Um,
go.
who was that?
Yeah.
Orlando, Miami's 8th, and then we got ATL and Chicago 9 and 10.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they can beat everybody but the first two teams and Boston.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like
say
so,
they can get Milwaukee packed nicely.
actually,
Actually,
yeah, they can beat anybody but the first two teams. But Boston will probably still, I mean, but Milwaukee will probably still beat them too because
I can see him
they
going
ain't
to
got
7
nobody to
with New
stop
York.
Giannis. They got nobody on their team to stop Giannis.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying. Like Giannis is
Yeah,
Giannis would
I can
average
see,
40 a
yeah,
game.
basically anybody besides Cleveland, Boston, and probably
the
Milwaukee.
Bucks.
Yeah, that's it. They can beat everybody
That's
else.
it.
It's low key free game. It's
Yeah,
low key free
100%.
game for the Pistons,
The
man.
league is open, bro. This year, the league is open both sides,
One more
and
question:
that's what I love about the NBA.
Do you think Cade Cunningham has a possibility of making All NBA first team?
Mm,
Nah,
man, that's a wow. That's a
nah.
nah.
Ooh.
Shout out Cade though,
Yeah.
but nah,
What's the
nah, nah,
numbers?
nah.
I'll say second team though. I'll say second.
So, so
Yeah.
first team. So, is it how does it work with the NBA? Is first team
So you
for the East
got
and
you
the first
got
team for
two
the
you
West,
got
right?
two guards, two forwards, and then the
Oh,
center.
so it doesn't matter the conference. It's just two
Mm-hmm.
guards,
No,
two
no,
forwards.
actually it actually they changed it to be positionless.
They
So
changed it. Oh yeah. They did change it to
okay,
positionless.
okay,
Yeah.
wait. If it's
No,
Nope.
that
he's not getting that shit. He's not getting that
damn,
shit
I'll say 13. He might be
because
13.
SGA is going to be first team for guards.
Yeah,
I don't know
SJ
who would be.
first
I don't know
team.
who else would be first team for like guard wise, but yeah, he's not getting that
Probably
shit.
probably probably Donovan. Probably
Probably
Donovan.
Yeah,
Donovan.
most likely, yeah.
But then
Yeah, probably
again,
They be
like
Donovan.
third
who would you
team, like
put
you said, they be
behind it?
third.
Who would you put behind them?
JT's a forward though.
No, I'm talking about like the guards, like
Oh, the
besides.
guards. Oh. Hmm.
I feel
Garland.
like I forget.
Throw
I,
Garland in there. Throw Garland in there.
he has been
Nah,
balling,
over
but I don't
Cade.
know.
I
Darius
throw
Garland had
Garland
a
in
better
there. Nah,
season than Cade Cunningham.
I mean the record speaks for himself. If you take Garland off that team,
Do
they're
I have
not
to
that
pull
good.
up Cade Cunningham stats?
No, you don't. I know Cade's stats. I'm just saying, like, I think Garland should get some type of first team, second team recognition over Cade. Granted, he is the second option and Cade is the first option. But I think he means more as a second option to his team than Cade means to a first option to his team.
What?
Take.
Swear.
That's a take.
Swear.
That's a
Swear.
homer.
I don't think the Cavs can even get close to being first place without Garland in his play style. Honest to God. Because he spreads them out. He gives them a lot more
I
wiggle
get what
room.
you're saying. Like he
You
does a
see what I'm
lot from
saying?
the playmaking
Yeah,
aspect.
he gives a lot from a facilitating standpoint, first of all. And it allows Donovan Mitchell to kind of like not have to be so gosh darn ball dominant. You know, he can play off ball. And then when it's time, and this is when I love Donovan Mitchell, when it's fourth quarter, you actually should have the ball all the time, dog. Because this is where like I would expect someone like you with your skill set to take over. For real, for real. So
Man, Cade
yeah,
is Detroit though. Like he is the Pistons, if you think about it, bro.
hey, he been the Pistons since they drafted him for real in all reality. But I mean, bro, I just can't see a world. Someone would have to get hurt for Cade to make first.
I
Someone would have
Yeah.
to get hurt.
I would
Because
say
there's too many.
something.
Second team, I can see. Yeah. Second team for sure, I can see.
Yeah, second team. For
But
sure.
I just, for him to make first, he would have to like go on a crazy tear. And them boys would have to win a lot of games for me to be like, yeah, for sure.
Damn,
And they playoff bound already, which is something they
they could
weren't.
really catch up to the Knicks if you really want to talk about it.
Yeah, they could.
You
They could
think they're
really
gonna?
catch up to the Knicks in
I
third
don't think that.
place.
I
If
don't
that
think that.
happens, come on now. If that
I
happens,
don't think the Pistons got that much motion, gang. I'm being 100 with you.
Mm.
I don't
they
think the
could.
Pistons got that much motion.
Did you see the screenshot? It said an 8-game winning streak.
Damn.
8-game winning streak, man.
It sounds sweet. It sounds great.
The
sounds
Cavs
sweet.
record sound great too.
Oh my mama, it sounds sweet. Oh God.
But I don't know.
All right,
I think Golden State on like a 5-game winning streak. That shit don't move me neither.
all right, let's turn heel to the actual teams that actually have been struggling lately. So starting with the Suns, what do you think they could do for KD in the summer that will benefit themselves?
Hey
Let him
man.
go. Let him go.
But I
If
mean, like,
I'm not
what type of package would like
if
which
I'm
team has the
Phoenix,
optimal package for them to like receive what they need? I
man,
feel
if
like
I'm
they need draft
Phoenix,
picks, so I feel like any team that has a loaded
shit.
That's it. Any team with a lot of draft picks, just go grab KD, bro.
What team has a lot of draft picks? Miami, Atlanta,
OKC.
like what? OKC. God
The
forbid,
Thunder
no.
actually
Bring
do.
God
him back
forbid,
home.
no.
Bring him
God
back home,
forbid, no.
shorty.
Didn't
Ooh.
y'all boo him out of the city? Didn't
Did he
y'all
not
like
deserve it?
said you
Did he
not
not
welcome
deserve it?
back?
Did he not deserve it
I
though?
mean,
Did he
yes,
not
but y'all
deserve
said he not
it?
welcome back. To bring him back is
Bro,
like,
he's welcome.
nah,
He's
bro.
welcome. He's welcome back.
Nah,
They said the shit. Wait, think about this,
dog.
bro.
That's
They
crazy.
said the same shit about LeBron in Cleveland. He came back, bro.
I feel like the only scenario
he'll
this
be
would
good now.
happen is if OKC just shits the bed during the playoffs. They lose in the first round.
100%.
And
I
like,
feel
we
like
need you,
that if
Eventually,
KD.
yeah.
if they lose in the first round, they go like, all right, let's get KD in here.
Yeah.
But
I will
otherwise,
say
they go
though,
to
if KD
LeBron.
does go back, yeah, facts. If he goes back, that lets me know he's gonna be retiring soon. Because you go back to OKC, bro, you might as well
Facts.
call
Yeah,
it
yeah,
quits,
you
Everybody
right.
bro.
getting ready to go.
So that's
Especially
it.
if you win, if he can find a way to win there, that's a storybook ending.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
for sure.
Right or you're wrong.
I mean, hey man, bring
I
KD to
see.
the Mavs, though.
If I'm them, I'm going with the Knicks, man. KD's always talked about playing in New York, bro. It would
Mm.
make sense. They got the assets. We can get guys off. We got the picks to get guys off and get KD in. I can see
Bro,
him
like Cat's contract is
being a
kind of
Knick.
big though.
I
I
know
don't,
Cat's contract is big, but like I don't know how important salary cap is in the NBA when you move guys around. I know in the NFL it gets a little dicey, you gotta pay guys, but I don't know in the NBA if like when a contract is maxed or if it's like max, is it all at once? Is it backloaded? Is it front loaded? Is it distributed equally over time? Can a Supermax player change that about their contract? I don't know. So I don't know those
I don't know
details.
the
Yeah, I don't
details.
know those details, and I'd like to get some more information on that. But I just see like where KD's always wanted to go. I see what the fit is for New York, and I think it would be a no-brainer to get, especially if New York comes close to getting to like a conference finals or gets to the finals and doesn't win. Call KD now, like whatever, get KD in the door. You know what I mean? That's what I can see KD being a Knick at the worst. At the worst, he's like a rocket. Like, you feel me? I can't really see. I don't. And those are only the two teams I think that have the leverage
You don't see
with
the
their
Mavs?
assets.
The Mavs actually have the assets for them.
I know. I wanted to say the Mavs. I just don't think that makes sense, though. I just don't think that makes sense for where they're at right
Makes
now.
sense to me.
Of course, it makes sense to you, bro.
It makes sense to
Of
me.
course, it makes sense to you.
But I feel like
Kyrie,
them boys,
AD, and KD make sense.
Yeah, that'd be
It
crazy.
sounds
yeah,
sweet.
they
It
all like
sounds
each
sweet.
other.
But the last time I had Kyrie and KD on the team, we saw how that went. So I can't even trust them boys. To, you know what I mean?
That's injuries, though.
That's injuries. They
gang.
never was on the court together.
Man.
They was never on the court together.
Man,
Yeah, that was the franchise more than the players. I'm gonna be honest.
Man,
Mavs is a real franchise.
So the franchise got them boys injured. All right.
We talking about the whole non-vaccination thing.
The whole, yeah. If you're talking about the whole thing, that's 100% on Brooklyn. You're not even say 100%. It's like 80-90% on Brooklyn. But come on, guys.
It's like
Kyrie did not like it there.
So many games.
Yeah, but Kyrie, I will say he did put them in a very tough situation. I'm all for standing on your morals, but you kind of did fuck them over by not taking the vax because you couldn't play at half of the game. So it's hard to get chemistry when the niggas not playing at half of the games that we have to play.
Hey man,
but I'm not saying he did anything wrong, but
yeah.
Nah, I get it. And then also
got another team
that's been playing pretty miserable, the Sixers. So they just shut Embiid down this season.
I told y'all. I've been told y'all. I want it, man. I can go on a rant about it.
Blow that shit up,
bro. Man, the process is over. It's done.
Over, bro.
Burn it to the ground, gang. It's done. It's done, bro. It's so
just build
done.
around Maxey. Just build around Maxey.
For real.
Get rid of everybody else.
Get rid of everybody else. Start building around Maxey, man.
Maxey, Jared McCain.
Yeah.
Blow that thing up.
Yeah. Ain't Tobias Harris still on their books too?
Yeah, Tobias is still on their books.
He's on their books. Get that nigga out of there, bro.
He's not in town, but I think they paying him. He's not in town, but they paying him. They still paying him, though.
So like a Luol Deng and the Lakers
type B. They still kind of paying him. Yeah. Because I think he got the same money pretty much. Oh, no, he got more. He got more.
Hey, real bad getter right there. Real bad getter. I get it. But,
bro,
that type of career.
Man, Joel, bro. Nah, Joel. Who would have thunk it?
Joel, it's PG too.
But we know who Paul is, bro. We know, who is shocked by this? I'm not.
Who is still traded for PG, man?
Like, literally, I'm not. I know Paul George. Like, bro was
at one point. I'm actually kind of shocked by this, bro.
I'm not, bro.
What?
He went to a team he had no business.
Bro, he only had to be the third option on the team.
Bro, why are you Paul George thinking I can coast as a third option? What?
I think he can be a solid third option.
You're Paul George.
Solid third option,
bro.
I agree.
Not third Paul George, gang.
The age of injuries is catching up with him, bro.
Come on. We got to start
still
talking
cool
about
guy, though.
Nothing
to Paul George.
He's
your guy.
He'll give you 18.
And you're okay being a third option.
He's 18 this year, bro.
He's not.
He's not even giving us 18.
Bro, literally.
It's over.
Like, bro,
it's over.
Really just set himself up. Like, I'm serious. He did. He had no business being in Philly. I'm not gonna lie. If he was gonna go to Philly, you might as well just...
I heard he didn't even want to be in Philly, but the Clippers didn't want to give him the money.
You feel me? But okay, you end up in Philly.
He asked for the same money that Kawhi got. That's kind of crazy.
And Kawhi barely getting that money.
I was gonna say, I mean, I get it, but I don't, because it's like he did play more games and he was there more than Kawhi was.
Brother, that man wasn't even the most important.
Still not Kawhi at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, bro, that boy was not the most important.
You gotta be realistic with yourself. You're still not Kawhi, even though you've been there longer.
Exactly, bro.
Man, Paul George, I know who he is. Great ball player, elite work at times, but when you get drafted to a team and they label you as the third option and you're okay with that role, gang, it speaks to where your head is at mentally in the game. I'm not gonna lie, because someone at Paul George's caliber is a number 2, and at the very least, a very poor number 1. At the worst, he's a poor number 1. At the very worst, he's a poor number 1. But at his best, he's one of the best second options you can get.
These sodas.
If not a really good
first one. All right, so we were talking about Paul George.
So for him to go to Philly,
lack of effort for the Sixers,
expect to be cooling out behind Joel and Max. It's ridiculous, George, man. Just disappointed as a fan to see this is where his game is, and then every time he gets on the court, it doesn't look like he cares. That's all it is, bro. It's because he thought he was going to be the third option, and now that Joel is hurt, because we knew that, he has to step up, bro. And he's shown that he doesn't want to. I don't think it's not like he can't. It's Paul George, bro. It's not no regular guy. It's Paul George. This is a top 50 player on planet Earth right now at the worst. You feel me? So it's like you can't sit here and see what he's doing compared to what he's did previous years, and then sit here and tell me that's the same guy. That's in the same mental space, that's willing to win, that's willing to do it. It's not. It's not. This is not. It's not the Paul George I know that came back from breaking his whole leg. It's not. It's not. It's not the PG I know that was contending for MVPs as a Thunder. It's not.
At this point, I like his podcast more than his hoops.
Facts.
Nah, facts, 100%.
No, this is
The
real
podcast
spill. This
great.
not real podcast.
And that's the problem. Once it becomes something like that, then it's probably getting
you
close
already
to.
know he's not, yeah. If he's getting equal, I would hope he's not getting comparable back to his NBA bag, because then it's a bigger dilemma. But if he's getting anything
he would
close,
quit. He would quit.
Man,
Yeah, he would have retired.
Look how we balling. Look how we balling. You would think the podcast pay him more. Real spill,
boy.
So nah, man. So I don't know. Paul George, I gotta keep it. But y'all know how I feel about Joel. I like to talk trash about Joel, but I won't say nothing about Paul out of respect. But y'all know how I feel about Joel.
Yeah,
100%.
Well, I mean, they did get a win last night against the Warriors, which is the next topic. So now with Jimmy Butler, they 7-2. Steph getting his groove back. He had 56 the other day. So do you think the Warriors are actually back in contention, or is this just like, what's it called, the honeymoon phase?
Absolutely not. It's just a little flash in the pan. It's a little spark plug that they don't got the team to do anything. Steph is amazing, but it's like Steph can only take you so far. As we see, honestly, they got really lucky that they beat Boston. But y'all should have beat them. But that's a story for another day. They don't got the team. Kaminga's cool. Jimmy is cool. Draymond is just there for the vibes at this point.
Draymond is just
what can
Dre,
Draymond?
man. Dre
Yeah,
like
what can Draymond come playoff
what can
time?
he
What
do
can
wrong?
Draymond really do?
What can he do wrong? Honestly,
no, not even that. It's like come playoff time. What can he do? Like, what does he? Yeah, 8 points is cool, but the playoffs, I need that 8 points to be 14, 15, and he just don't got that.
Hey man, he might just drop kick your number one player and have him out for the whole playoffs.
He got the non-tangibles.
Real skill.
He got the stuff that don't appear on
stats. Man, he got them kind of he do metrics for real though. Facts. Nah, for real.
Yeah,
I love Dre. You need Dre. We don't have enough Dre's in sports, honestly.
Yeah, but when you think about it, like with all the top teams in the West, they're not beating the Nuggets.
Nope.
You feel me?
No,
they're not beating. They're not beating OKC.
They're not beating the Rockets. They're not beating the Rockets.
They're not beating OKC because they just don't got the team to match up with anybody. And we seen. I don't know what it is about Shea when he plays Steph. He goes out there and tries to kill Steph. I don't know what Steph did to that nigga, but it's like he has a personal vendetta against Steph whenever he plays him. So Draymond ain't guarding that nigga either. Andrew Wiggins is gone, so it's like do they even have an elite defender on their team anymore?
Jimmy Butler.
All right. Next topic.
In big 2025. We call Jimmy Butler a good defender.
Jimmy. That's my brother. Shout out Jimmy. Bro. Next topic.
But having Jimmy come playoff time, if he still has like that playoff Jimmy shit in his system, then that's cool, but it still won't be enough at the end of the day.
Bro, how old is Jimmy? 33, 34?
Yeah, he's up there. Jimmy got old. He got old fast too. Like it felt like he was a generation after like Steph, LeBron, and all of them, but the fact that he's around like all the
same age, yeah,
LeBron, of course.
It's because when he was crazy finals and shit, he was like 31.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like and then you like when you think about how long Jimmy's playing. Jimmy was playing on the Bulls with D Rose.
With D Rose, yeah,
that's fucking insane.
But like Jimmy hit his prime, and I think he's in the back end of his prime right now. So I can't say. I think the Warriors do what we expect them to do. I can't see the Warriors making a run unless Steph just becomes another, like he does what Bron doing right now, just surpasses his limits. That's the only way I can see him making a 100%. Run. Shoot, Jimmy is I know who he is. I know what Jimmy is. I know who Dre is. I know who Steph is. That whole team is predictable. I know Steve Kerr. I know what Steve Kerr is gonna call. Real spill though, like for real. So it's not like there's no what or how far will the Warriors go. It's how far the Warriors willing to put themselves. Because as long as you got Steph and Dre, the championship mentality and what it takes to be a champion is right there in front of you every day. So because it's right there in front of you every day, you're more inclined to want to match that level of intensity. And I don't think until those two like really bite down and really just start taking over, like for real. And Dre has never been that, by the way. So it's like it's on Steph, and I think at this stage in 2025, that's asking a lot for Steph Curry because he's done it. He keeps doing it. It's like I can't expect them to ask him, "Hey, Steph, go win us another ring." When again, that Celtics ring wasn't even supposed to happen. In all honesty, that Celtics
It
ring
really wasn't.
it was not supposed to happen. That was all grit. That was all bite down. Actually, that was all them doing what
Facts.
things I'm saying right
100%.
now. They literally was like, "We're
Championship
gonna
DNA
out."
type
Yeah,
stuff.
literally, like they literally willed themselves to that ring. Like they wanted it more than the Celtics. I just don't think at this stage in these guys' career, I think obviously the young guys want it, but I think at this stage, Steve, like these guys are good. They're decorated. They don't, what is there else left to prove, honestly? And you can see it. The Warriors are always going to make the playoffs as long as Steph is there, in my opinion, or at least be contending for a playoff or play-in. And I think for them at this stage, it's okay. I think that's okay for where the dynasty's at, and they can focus on rebuilding and once Steph is retired, but I think they need to start getting that in now. But I think Steph can play just as long as Braun can because I just don't see how this play style falls off. I
Mm.
think Steph probably doesn't do as much running around off ball movement, but if he's just stopping and popping, who's stopping him? Who's stopping him from
The
just sitting in the
greatest shooter
corner and
alive.
doing what Ray Allen did at the back end of his career? Who?
Nah, facts.
Who? Not nobody I know.
Still the greatest shooter alive for sure.
Literally. So it's like, yeah, Steph, I can't see. As long as Steph is in GSW, they got a shot. Every year, obviously, he's just that good. But we just gotta start being realistic with where this team is at. This roster is not constructed to go contend for a title. Not with the rest of the league. Just this is what it is.
Gotcha. And the last team I want to talk about is the local team, the Mavericks. So ever since the Luka trade, they've been 6-4. I think it might be 6-5 now. So do you think they can stay steady until AD and D Live and Gafford come back and probably make a push towards like having a really competitive playoff run?
I say yeah. Because we're getting people to stand up. It seems like they're playing basketball like they're expecting to go on a playoff run. It was like, bro, just hold it down until AD get back, until D Live get back. They're playing like real passionate hoops, and they just got it in them that
Kyrie,
they gonna make it.
Kyrie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Kyrie playing
Man,
inspired hoops.
Yeah,
Kyrie
they're
playing
like
like a leader, dog. Man, for real, bro. Kyrie is putting his heart on that court, man. I don't know if he's heard about the Luka stuff like everybody else, or he's just like, oh, I'm the leader now. Say less. I don't know what it is, but man,
I think it's
Kyrie,
that ball for Luka.
man, dog. Kyrie is impressed me the last pretty much since that trade. He has been
He's the
exceptional,
first option
truly.
now.
Yeah, man, he's the first option now. And it's always fun to see someone with Kyrie's skill set do what he do. Like, that's always going to be entertaining. So that never gets old, honestly.
Oh yeah, it's Ramadan too. Kyrie finna too.
Oh, yeah, Ramadan
Oh man,
Reezy.
it's time. It's
Yeah.
time. It's time.
Yeah.
It's
Shout out
time.
to my
Wallah, let's
Muslim brothers and
go.
sisters, man.
Yes, sir. Wallahi. Yes, sir. Yeah. So I don't know. Dallas is it's an interesting spot though. Everybody was saying this move for Dallas helps them out closer in the short term. And I think that's gonna be the case. It may not be this year, but I can see next year if they do what they need to do in the offseason, they make a real one in the West, man. For real, bro. Getting KD would be the piece de
Get
resistance.
KD.
I'm not gonna lie, that'd be the piece de resistance. That finish it
KD.
off.
That would
KD
save
would
Nico
finish it
from
off.
getting fired. That
That would save a lot of boys' jobs. Because I'm not gonna lie, Nico, a lot of boys on the hot seat,
Nico would
brother.
no longer have to have security 24/7. He
Man,
might have been good.
Shoot.
It still
So
might
how
not
did
be
y'all feel
enough.
about that trade when it happened? Like from y'all living in Dallas and whatnot. Like
Oh, the city was in
Bro,
shock, dog.
I was on the way to a party, bro. So we on the way to the club. We in the Uber. No, we in the car, right? We read about the trade, bro. We get to the party. Couldn't even enjoy the party, bro.
damn.
Just thinking about
Couldn't
the
even enjoy
NBA.
the party. The DJ announced it and everything. It was like Luka got traded. Why they trade Luka? Like I just wasn't in the mood, bro. And
The
everybody,
city acted like
The
JFK got
city,
shot
they
again.
protested. They put
The
a
city
comment
acted
in
like
American
JFK got shot again.
Airlines.
yeah, they
They put
protested at American Airlines. And
Wow. That's fucking crazy. I mean, I get it though, but that's
they
crazy.
hit the streets. They started
yeah, no,
protesting.
it
Nah,
They
was
it's under
protested
you. Nah,
twice.
you saying it's crazy because you ain't lived in Dallas to understand what Luka means to the city, dog.
That
No,
mean a
no, I can
It's
lot.
believe
not
it. I can
crazy. It's
believe it.
Billboards.
actually not
Have
crazy.
y'all seen the billboards?
There's
That said,
billboards?
yeah, like Dallas may have let you down, but we not. You know what I mean? Is
Damn.
that I'm telling you. And it'd be
LA
like
Dragon, that's
77.
crazy.
They
man.
got
You know
No,
how
no,
like
billboards
I
in
Dirk
could
got
Dallas.
I can believe it. Like God forbid, if some shit like that happened with Lamar, like it would be the Baltimore riots part 2. Like
Yeah,
the shit
true.
the
Yeah,
shit would
it'd
be
be bad. Yeah,
sick.
it'd be bad. It'd be
Like
bad. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
downtown would be
If them
burnt the
boys
fuck
sent out
up.
Lamar, I would have told them boys go
Yeah,
bomb the fucking
yeah.
Capitol
And
right
the
now.
problem is
Go
they sent
bomb
him
the
out
Capitol.
in young years.
Downtown would have been burnt the
Don't bomb
fuck
the Capitol.
up.
I'm just joking. Don't bomb the Capitol. But yeah, if they traded Lamar, it'd be that dramatic. It'd be that dramatic.
They
Man,
traded him
nah,
in his
it was
prime
it was
years.
dramatic, bro. I saw a dude on the interview talking about he was finna kill himself. I was like, dog,
That's not funny.
it's that
Suicide
bad,
is
bro.
not funny. Suicide is not
It's
funny.
not funny, but it's like,
Suicide is not
damn, that's
funny.
Bro,
like,
basketball's never.
It was that deep, dog. It was that deep.
But
The
No.
it's
city
not.
mourned. The city mourned.
Man, the city was mourning, bro. You gotta be here. Like Luka meant a lot to us, bro. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not even a Mavericks fan, and I was hurting. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
Luka
like
was
for real.
supposed to be like pretty much like
Forever.
like for real. He was the
Dirk.
governor, damn near. Like that's how we treated him.
He's
For
supposed to be
real.
Dirk.
It was supposed to be what Dirk is right now. Like Dirk
Honest
got
to
his own
God,
street, he
and he
got
was
a
gonna
statue.
pass him.
Like Luka was gonna have it.
And I think what hurts the most is everyone knew Luka was going to pass Dirk. He was gonna win the ring for Dallas. He was gonna get the end. He was gonna do it all.
Mm-hmm.
You
And he
saw
didn't
it.
get
It
a
was
chance to.
inevitable. Yeah, and never got the chance to.
That's
All
nasty, bro.
cause of what? Cause he didn't want to. I don't know, bro. I still don't know. I
God
still haven't
forbid a
gotten a
nigga smoke
definite
a little
answer.
bit of hookah,
How
yo.
he be on
God
that
damn.
hookah, bro?
Man,
Shit crazy, bro.
if hookah is the reason you gonna stop having a
A
perennial
generational
all-star
talent like
once
him,
in a
yeah.
Nigga, like he
generation.
would have a hookah in the locker room for him, bro.
What?
Like,
With the
If you
Dallas
take me to the
logo on
finals,
it.
I
With
will
the
have a beer
Mavs
waiting
logo
for you
on it.
and a hookah.
yeah,
Nah,
bro.
facts.
He went to the finals and you traded him after the finals?
Yeah, that's insane. That don't make no sense, bro. That's crazy.
It's not like he was
For real.
underperforming by any means, dog. That's the crazy part.
All right, so for the final topic when it comes to basketball, we have did you hear about Ant commenting about not wanting to be the face of the league?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he made the comments about not wanting to be the face of the league, and then LeBron also agreed, which sparked some type of debate between like how the media portrays their faces of the league or who wants to be. How do you guys feel about those comments and how
Um.
true they could be?
Okay, so with Ant, I think Ant only said that because Ant knows he's not living the type of lifestyle to where he can be the face of the league, anyways. Like,
True.
I ain't no perfect nigga myself, of course, but like Ant lives a real life of debauchery. Like that's a treacherous ass nigga the way he be moving. So he couldn't be the face of the league even if he wanted to be the face of the league. He got too many scandals and all that shit going on.
Yeah,
Now,
nah.
what LeBron said, I agree with LeBron. Like it's hard. It's definitely hard to be the face of a league when all the old heads are shitting on the current league. You feel me?
Mhm.
Then like this whole narrative of like everybody plays the same way. I was actually just watching I don't know if you guys know who this is, Kenny Beecham, like the social media guy who be like real big with NBA stuff. And he
Yeah,
broke down how like a lot of teams today actually play different styles of basketball. Like when you actually look into like the actual analytics of everything. And I was just like, see, this is why I like to not take what I see on social media and run with it, like narratives and whatnot. Because all it takes is for you to see a video to change your mindset. Like a lot
yeah.
of teams still play different, even though everybody is putting up threes. The whole league is putting up more threes, but each team still has their own different like play
Their own
style and
offenses and
whatnot.
play styles, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I get
100%.
what you're saying, bro. I definitely, I agree with what you said about Ant because like he definitely doesn't have the type
Yeah,
of
yeah. You can't be
lifestyle.
moving like that, and then like what's that? 3, 4 babies in the span of a year.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
like that's
Ant's kind of moving
and then
crazy.
they
So
keep
it's
leaking.
like,
They keep leaking all your messages and shit like that. These young niggas in the NBA, man, they are wild. Him,
Jalen
Zion,
Green.
Jalen Green, these young niggas is wild.
yep. But yeah, he gonna have some make somebody like Victor Wembanyama the face, honestly.
Or
Yeah,
SGA.
and
It was
that,
always set up for that though. So
SGA and
nah,
Wimby, it
even
makes sense
even
to me.
even even SJ wouldn't be the face of the league. Not because he doesn't have the charm, but I feel like he's a little too cool for school in the sense that like he would kind of just shrug it off, like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
think he takes the pride in he doesn't Wemby is somebody who would take pride in actually being the face of the league. You know, Shea just want to go to the games, drop 35, get his little fit picks off, and just go home. You know what I'm saying? He don't really care about all that other shit.
Fit picks crazy. Yeah.
You feel
Man,
me?
That's exactly what he want to
people
do
take pride in
too.
being the
Yeah,
face, but
that's it.
That's
it's just
exactly what he
the
want to
world is
do.
against him, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
After
how I
seeing what
look
he
at
did
it,
in
bro.
that
Once
Cleveland
once
game, I
Braun
was
and
like, bro,
Curry,
he just like he don't got it, bro. It's
he,
just
he
he
don't,
had he
he
had
don't,
damn near a
he don't.
50-point triple double, and I still say he just don't got it. It's crazy.
Yeah, see Tatum's problem is right. He's a hell of a basketball player. He's a great but he's a dork. Like, and it's okay to be a dork. Like he doesn't got that like face of the league type or it's him. You know
Which
what I'm
is
saying?
crazy because I think Tatum fits actually what the NBA would want from their guy.
Yeah, really,
He's
like,
straight up
Not the
about
fans.
basketball.
See, the problem is, he fits what the NBA would want, but not the fans. Like
Mm,
Ant is the reverse. The fans want Ant to be the face of the league, but the NBA is like, hell no, nigga, not you. Even though we want you to be the face, like I said, the way you live it, yo, we just can't
yeah,
put.
it's like you can't do it.
Because when you think about it, right, every face of sports, it's usually the same model. They're married, they got a clean record, they stay with their family. They ain't living like that. We just saw what happened with Zion last year. He couldn't do it either.
yeah.
Minus like his own personal issues, like even with his weight and all that shit.
Yeah.
When LeBron and Curry are gone, I don't think they'll be a face of the league ever again. But the league will still be in good hands. But it won't be one guy anymore.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Unless Wemby really becomes the Wemby that we all think he'll be,
I see.
it ain't gonna be Luka either, because Luka has his own little. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think it could be Luka?
Maybe now that he's
Nah.
in LA now, I can see.
Now he's a Laker,
Laker,
yeah.
though. Like he's
No.
a Laker.
Like,
It's
yeah,
like he's
Now
already
he's a
yeah.
playing
Laker.
Him
that game.
being in
Like,
LA, him being in he has that same issue that Jokic has, where it's just like them European niggas don't really care about none. They don't care about nothing. They just want to play basketball. They go on about their lives.
true, true. But I feel like
Love
Luka
that.
carried a little bit more though. I
Than
think Luka
Jokic.
carries just a little bit.
I guess. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Like what it's looking like is that they probably want to do Luka and Tatum as the faces of the league because of the whole Boston Celtics Lakers franchise shit. But I don't know, bro.
Which
We'll
I
never
think
see
is
another.
Same.
We'll never see guys like LeBron and Curry ever again when it comes to being like the epitome of what an NBA player should be for the league.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely blessed with them too. But well, I have one more question for y'all, and then we can just end it off there. So,
Okay.
what is your ideal playoff matchup?
for the finals.
Mm.
No, just any playoff matchup. Let's say one for the East and one for the West, like an ideal first round playoff matchup.
Oh, first round. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know how. I forgot how the standings work. So okay. Let's say OKC's the number one seed. Who would they play? They would play the last seed, right? Technically, is that how that
It'll be
works? They play the eighth seed.
The AC would be Minnesota. Ninth would be
Oh, hey,
Dallas.
that's a good matchup right there.
OKC in Minnesota. Yeah. OKC in
Yeah, I
Minnesota.
like that.
I love that matchup.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Let's see what other matchups there are. You can have a Clippers Lakers matchup, but I feel like the Lakers kind of don't handle that.
Yeah. They'll probably get them out the way pretty fast.
Ooh, a Lakers Warriors first round matchup would be nice. A Lakers
Yeah, it
Warriors.
would. The Warriors to stay in it, but I feel
They
like the
they
Lakers are just. I feel like the Lakers just blow the doors off of them every game.
they in the mixed standings wise, but I get what you're saying. But that would be nice for like entertainment value.
Oh yeah, for
Game.
LeBron and Curry, one last hurrah type. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that. In the East, I would say a first round matchup that really would be cool. Probably Pacers Bucks, just a rematch of last year on some shit.
Yeah,
Or
I
like
would like. I would like. I don't know if they could go against each other because of standings, but I'd like to see the Knicks play the Magic. This
Knicks.
is just something fresh. I don't
If the Magic move up to six, then yeah.
because the Magic they're still a pretty good team. I like Banchero. He's a pretty solid player. So if he can go in there and in the Garden and beat the Knicks in the playoff series, I feel like that'd do a lot for his putting him more
Ooh,
on the map.
you
Considering
think
that
the
he's a
Magic move down to eight and they end up playing Cleveland? That would be a good series. That'd be a rematch of last year too. Because
oh okay.
they played and went to seven last year, I believe. So that would be a good matchup. I
Is
think
Detroit in yet, or are they trying to get a spot?
they sixth right now.
Oh okay. So who would they play? The second seed, right, or the third seed?
Third, it would be New York.
New York and Detroit. Yeah, that don't hit the same. That wouldn't hit the same.
It don't. Detroit got a chance at winning that one though.
Yeah, they do. 100%.
Yeah. Well, shoot, it looks like that's all it is. Yeah, that's all we got for right now for topics. Jeff, you have any ideas on which playoff matchups you want to see? Like, who would you want the Mavs to play first round?
Honestly, the Mavs are a team that's gonna be barely making it in.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably within that seven, eight.
I Is it? I don't want to say OKC, but maybe OKC. I'm like,
They still match up pretty well. I can't.
yeah, I'm like,
No, yeah, y'all do. I'll give y'all that.
I
Y'all
would
got.
feel more. I would feel more comfortable if we started Luka, but not no
Yeah,
more. I'm
yeah.
not
If y'all still
confident at
have Luka,
all.
I'd be a little bit more nervous. But like, the only thing that kind of does scare me is that y'all have AD now. But who's to
Yeah,
say AD will be
and
there come
Zion.
playoff time? You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing.
Let's
Literally,
hope he healthy, man. Let's just
so
pray for
I have
him.
like
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have no
so happy that
momentum
OKC
for
has.
them.
I'm so happy that we have Hartenstein now because Check can play the four instead of having to be forced to be that five role because he's too small to play it weight wise at least.
That's why
Yeah,
AD need to come back, bro. AD gonna play the four, have Lively or Gafford at the five. That's gonna cancel that out.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes because with y'all losing Luka, yeah, y'all still got Kyrie, but as we saw last year, y'all beat us. I'll give y'all that. SGA was still scoring 30 something a game in that whatchamacallit. No, ain't
Yeah,
nobody gonna stop that nigga. And as long as Jalen Williams steps up and if he
that's
can
the
give,
that's the issue though. I don't know if like Jalen Moon's ready to like.
yeah, it's tough, yo. He's weird. If he
That's
can,
what I'm gonna
if he,
say. Like in the series against like the Lakers, where you got Luka and LeBron. Of course, you got SGA. That's probably gonna like offset one of the players.
he's gonna
But
offset at least one of them, yeah.
yeah, but like
Somebody else has to step up.
Jalen Williams is not gonna
Yeah.
be that guy to like
The only
go
thing that
toe
would
to
let
toe.
OKC beat the Lakers would be our bench because we have the better bench. But like when it comes to the starting five, yeah, it'd be tough to see how that goes.
Yeah, and then it's like the minutes when SGA is on the bench might get tough.
Yeah, exactly.
Might get
Yeah,
tough. Y'all don't have like a secondary like real playmaker that could get like things going like that.
yeah. Like we got scores, but not definitely not like a
Yeah,
playmaker. Like
that's like one thing y'all missing, if I would say. But yeah, it looks like that's it for the episode. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Toby, for joining us, man. You want to shout out your
that,
podcast?
yeah. So yeah, I have a little podcast. I mean, we haven't posted nothing in a while, but it's the GM Reed podcast on YouTube. I also have my own YouTube channel, Master Tobes, MasterTobs. I post anime reviews on there. I'm not, being on here, it's kind of reinvigorated my fire on getting onto the social media world again. So I'm not making any promises. I'm going to stop doing that. But if y'all start seeing me post content in 2025, just know this was the reason why I did it. Y'all can
Hey,
follow me on Instagram at Grandmaster Tobes. Ed, Jeff, Vic, thank y'all for having me on here. It's
for
a shame
sure.
Mark wasn't on here. I wanted to argue with that nigga today, but like y'all said,
Hey,
he's
we
he's
gonna get him back.
MIA.
We
But
gonna get him back, bro.
yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me on here, and hopefully I can be on the now whenever y'all need me again.
I appreciate you for joining us. And so we got our Twitter and no X and Instagram is Fifth Sports. YouTube channel is 5QS Hub. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe. See y'all boys next time.
Peace.